Good evening, friends. Many of you have asked me about Bible and science. So this evening we will start our discussion of Bible and science and perhaps conclude in 2 or 3 talks. As soon as we start discussing the subject of Bible and science, a lot of people ask, what is the need to discuss this subject? Why is it so important? We live in a society and also in an environment that is saturated with science and technology, and therefore, be it any subject, its relation with science automatically comes up. There is a second reason why Bible and science has become such an important subject in the last, say, a century or two. In the 1800s, rationalists around the world rose up to fight against the Bible, and initially they were using philosophy, but from the time of Charles Darwin they have started using science to attack the Bible. I am not implying that Darwin attacked the Bible, but Charles Darwin's Origin of Species definitely became a catalyst, after which a lot of people have started attacking the Bible in the name of science. And as science progresses and as theories expand, they are able to find more and more theories to fall upon to attack the Bible. What's more, science has become so complex that a person with a little knowledge can easily pick up a theory from here or there and attack the Bible, and many people wouldn't even know whether what he's saying is right or wrong, and that would be a good way to confuse people. So, because of increasing attacks in the name of science from the Bible and science has become an important subject, and no Christian should remain ignorant about the subject. You may immediately say, but sir, I don't have a background in science. I'm not a student of science. I don't have a deep background in science. So what is the use of knowing? Even if I know a little bit, I would never be able to face those who ask questions, or I would never be able to answer those who ask questions. There's a misunderstanding there. A person who discusses science behaves more like a referee in a game or an umpire in a game. A referee or an umpire only needs to know the rules of the game, but he doesn't have to play. It is the sportsman who plays, and it is the referee or umpire who decides what is what. Therefore, even if you do not practice science, even if you are not a student of science, even if you don't have an involvement with science in your day-to-day life, what is needed is you should have a grip of the basic concepts of science. I'm not saying the basic concepts of physics or chemistry. What I'm saying is basic concepts about what science is, how it progresses, what its laws are, and what are the things in science which are important, and in what manner should we assess a given theory or a given proposal. For that you don't need a deep background in science. You don't have to be a scientist. All what is needed is an open mind and also a willingness to understand some of the fundamentals which an average person can understand, and also a preparation or a preparedness to ask a lot of logical questions. With that in mind, let me come to the subject. Science, as we see today, has been developed in the past 500 years, mostly in Western countries. You should distinguish it from technology. Technology is application of knowledge, and technology has been there in almost all ancient civilizations thousands of years before science came. So I'm not talking about technology, and also I'm not denying the existence of technology in ancient civilizations. They were there. But it's only in the last 500 years that man has systematized the methods to study nature. And once he systematized, it has become possible for him to distinguish between beliefs and objective truths. Here I am using beliefs in a sense where somebody simply believes something on the basis of some assumptions which have not been examined. For example, there used to be a belief that if you place a lot of old rags in a dark corner in a room, and if you put a basket on it, then those old rags will automatically give rise to rats. So that was a belief. It was a very widespread belief in many of the European countries that old rags kept in a basket in a dark corner automatically gives rise to mice or rats. That is the kind of belief about which I am saying. Science, once it developed, learned to distinguish between that kind of unsupported beliefs and also between objective facts. I am not using the word superstition here because superstition, though it is also a belief, it is a totally different kind of a belief. So once it became possible to distinguish between blind beliefs and objective facts, man's understanding of nature and man's understanding of how nature works and what its properties are started increasing. And in the last 500 years, man's understanding of the basic properties of nature and matter has increased very much. During this process, many categories of truth had to be developed. You yourself, when you study science in schools or colleges, you study about laws of science. You also study about theories of science. You also study about hypotheses, assumptions, explanations, interpretations. So the first thing that you as a student of Bible and science should understand is that science is a collection of information which can be divided into a large number of categories. It's not possible for a person to remember all those categories, but you don't have to. As a Christian who is interested in Bible and science, all what you need to remember is two categories, two big categories. One, the facts and laws of science, and two, the theories and assumptions of science. Just remember these two, the facts and laws of science. Two, the theories and assumptions of science. Just keep these two in your mind and you would be able to discuss questions related to Bible and science in a very successful manner. Facts and laws of science refer to that kind of information which is known to be certain. Theories and assumptions of science refer to all that kind of information about which there is no certainty yet. So here is science which can be or which can easily be divided into two categories. One, information which is known for sure. Two, information about which there is a lot of uncertainty even now. Once you keep these two categories in mind, you are ready to discuss the question of Bible and science, and exactly how to discuss, exactly how to analyze, and exactly how to use categories and these two categories such as laws and theories we will see in our next class. God bless you. And do come back to this website for more videos related to Bible, science, evolution, Christian apologetics, Bible doctrine, and also a lot of practical topics. God bless you.